You will agree with me that 90% of guys out there with their ladies or girlfriend or wife walking on the street would have a second gaze at a lady that just walked past him, showing her cleavage, being all curvy and stuff, and wearing some sort of seductive kind of dress. Today we'll be talking about what nobody tells you about lust. When you're lusting after someone, there's some certain things you might think that is going on your head that you think it's right, whereas the summary of the whole issue there is that you're lusting after the person, be it you as a lady, be it you as a guy. Most of the failed marriages we have today is because most of the men out there choose to be in a relationship or in marriages that started on the foundation of lust. And that's why that lady has never enjoyed that marriage, or that man has never enjoyed that marriage. Now, I'll give you a good example. If I, as a guy, I see a lady that is curvy, I'm sitting at a bar and a lady walked past me, and the first thing that got my attention is her big ass, her big boobs, her sexy shape and stuff. And I'm forced to say the word to her because I like what I'm saying. And I'll be like, hey dear, what's up? I think I like what I'm saying. I don't know if it's okay if I can give you a call some other time. Maybe we can get to talk, or maybe we could be friends. And she's saying, okay, yeah, sure. She's giving me a number. I'm calling her, time pass. All I want to do at that moment was to get what I saw. And on doing that, I would have to be nice. Just like if you want to catch a fish, you have to give it a bait, something that fish would never resist. And then if it comes, you catch the fish. That's it. So I try as much as I can to lure the girl with my sweet mouth and spend on her if I have money, as guys would normally do. And along the line, things might have a little bit turn around, and actually I don't love the girl. I just like what I see, and I really want to hit that ass. And if I want to do that, I would have to spend time. I would have to show her I care about her. I would have to show her I'm really interested in her. In doing that, I would get confused, and I'll start confusing lust for love. If by the time, all the time I must have spent on getting her attention just because I want to hit that ass, and I finally get it, coincidentally she gets pregnant for me, and I'm telling her, I'm in love with you already, I want you to keep it. 5-10 years down the line, I will start regretting my action. That would be when I realized that it was just lust and not love. And at that point, I would start treating her with hate, because this is not the kind of woman I want to settle down with. And visualizing her character, personality, the way she handles issues, the way she talks to guys out there, the way she presents herself in public. Those are the things I will start looking out for, and if I don't get it, then I start giving her some resentful treatment that will start questioning, that will make her to question my loyalty as her husband. So at that point now, if I have gotten to the point where I no longer want to be in that marriage, or I now regret being in that marriage because I've gotten what I wanted. Remember, we're talking about what nobody tells you about lust. What that man did not know from the beginning is that no man lusts after what he has. You can only lust after what you don't have. He started lusting after that lady because he hasn't had her, and then after he must have gotten her, the lust in him went away. There was no love. So there was no way he would stay committed in that marriage, because the marriage was on the bedrock of lust. So he has no other option than start keeping late night out there, start drinking with his friends, spend more time outside than spending that time with his wife and family. That brings about most of the wrong marriages or situation we find in our parents lately. And also most of them are being forced to marry someone they don't even love or they don't want to be with, and at the end of the day we get most of the disaster we see in our families today. But then I'll have to tell you something. One thing you should know is, if you really want to be with someone, you should look for compatibility. When I mean compatibility, someone of the same standard with you when it comes to life generally, relationship, experience. Even if you're getting someone that is more experienced than you, it should be, if you are balancing, it should be 6:8, 10:12. The difference shouldn't be much. If you're dealing with someone in a relationship that the equation balance is about 2:10, let's relate it to love aspect. The guy you are meeting is a PhD holder in sex, and you as a lady, you are just an ND holder in sex, and he's telling you lie down as if you have given up in life. Like, she haven't heard that before. How she want to take to one? You are confusing her. She never heard that before. So if you are doing with that kind of thing, and at the end of the day, or the girl in question, she's a PhD holder in sex, and the guy in question is just university new intake, and you're telling him turn me upside down and be banging me and be wiping my ass at the same time, how will he know what he has not even done before? But you as a lady, you jump from one hotel to the other, from this to that, from that to, you know the whole hotel in town, and you've met with different guys that had different things with you, and that's why I hear girls saying, this guy is not good in bed, he cannot satisfy me in bed. When you say someone cannot satisfy you in bed, that means you must have had series of guys, and then before you know someone cannot satisfy you in bed, that's because you must have had different ones, and you now compare it, and you know, compared to the last guy or compared to this guy that blew my mind, this my current guy is not doing it, so I'm not satisfied, I'm not happy with what I'm getting. So when you don't turn pro and you're not meeting someone that is inexperienced and you want to settle down with that kind of person, those are the things that lead to bad marriages, and at the end of the day you will fail to understand that it all began with lust. You can't lust after someone you know you don't want to settle down with. What? Our generation, most of these days, if I sit down to think about this, I begin to wonder if we would ever find our way back and correct them. Because talking about that sex, it happens in marriages where people complain, my husband is not good in bed, my wife is not good in bed, she don't even know how to ride me, she don't know how to be spontaneous in bed and all of that. My dear, it will have a lot effect on you if you don't meet someone of your own compatibility. If you don't do that, if you meet the wrong kind of person, when it comes to sex, he will fail you, you will feel he's not good in bed because you've had different kind of men. So you're not comparing it to what you have. That's why you now know someone is not good in bed, because there's no way you tell me somebody is not good in bed when you've never had sex. Because if it's just one man you're having sex with, you wouldn't know if there's a different way you're supposed to feel when having sex. But because you've been having it with different kind of guys and you're having different kind of feelings, and then you're having it with your current man right now, or your husband, your boyfriend, and you're saying it cannot satisfy you. That's satisfy you compared to what? Compared to other guys? That's just it. So Guys, ladies out there, please and please, if you must be with the right person, make sure it's for the right reason. Be sure that that person is compatible with you, because when you lust after someone, you might make a mistake that would affect you even in marriage, because you might end up even getting the person pregnant. If either you're not married that person, you have a baby mama that you actually hate. You might not hate your child, but you might hate the baby mama, because it was lust and not love. You lusted after a body, you got what you wanted, that resulted to the pregnancy. But you still don't want what you lost after, because nobody wants or nobody lost after what they have already. So that's just life itself. So guys, please and please, I hope this video so far you've learned from it. For our new time viewers, please subscribe to my channel. Love Dr. Bracket MG. And for our old time viewers, please like, share and comment. If you have a topic you are confused about, something you want us to talk about, drop it in the comment section below, and trust me, we'll revisit it and bring it up within the week. Thank you for staying with us today. See you next week.